stage is a piece of shit, but I love him to death. One of my best friends in life, David Marcus!
Pull your dick out!
Alright, so somebody mentioned Tinder earlier, right? So Tinder is supposed to be predominantly for like straight folks, for a hookup app, which is a direct result of Grindr, which is supposed to be for like gay dudes. So I'm calling it right now, the first lesbian hookup app is gonna be Muffler.
Yeah, there's lesbians.
Oh, I'm really glad that worked. You look angry. This is the first drink I've had in 2 weeks.
Yeah!
Not for any reason. I didn't have like an intervention. I just realized that I'd been basically perpetually 2 drinks in for like 5 years. And just for science, I wanted to see what would happen.
Science!
And you learn a couple things when you stop drinking for a while. For one, my girlfriend is less attractive than I remember. That's okay, because 2, so am I. And 3, my car handles so much better than I thought it did. Fuck. But I just decided to stop for a while. I stopped for like 2 weeks, but now Ian's back and I can't face him sober after that one night, so... yeah, I know. I try not to. But no, I thought somewhere in like the main part of my brain is like, oh, you stop drinking for a while and you switch to an e-cigarette, you're just gonna snap right back into being the same shape you were like when you were 19. And no, that doesn't work at all. I was like, all right, it's Friday, I'm not going out drinking, I'm gonna hang out and have like a salad, and then I'm gonna get on like the stationary bike and watch some Star Trek. And I got to like the final frontier. And I'm like, all right, no, fuck this. I'm done. I gotta make some potatoes and sit. Because that's what I do for fun now, is I just fucking eat rotten potato. And it wasn't even like a normal bike. Like a normal stationary bike, you kind of like sit in front of like your mess, and you don't gotta look at it or do anything, and you're like, yeah, I'm doing good. It's a fucking recumbent stationary bike. So like, I'm like this, and just immediately you're fat. And you can see it. It's like, and you can't like feel badass, like, yeah, I'm doing this, because you're like, I'm slipping. Like that. The weirdest thing was when I went and did comedy sober. Because not only was it nowhere near as fun, when I mentioned I was sober, I got booed. It's like the opposite of an intervention. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm just trying a thing. I'm not trying to convert you guys. Just trying to think for science. But now, then I had like all shit tons of energy, and it's like Friday, and I'm like gonna be 27 on Saturday, and I found my old skateboard, and I'm like, I never learned how to skateboard. I'm gonna go to the park because it's dark, and no one can see me. I went for like 10 minutes. I fell down 3 times, and I've been limping ever since because I fucked up my knee. I went 30 feet. So I'm like, all right, let's try like a craft thing. So I tried to make a bleach shirt. This is a cool thing on the internet. I'm wearing one right now. This is my badass Star Trek shirt. And all my friends are like, hey man, if I give you like 20 bucks, could you make one of those?
20?
I'm like, I made this when I was high out of my mind and eating potatoes. I'm pretty sure you can make one at home with some freezer paper and a spray bottle. But fuck, that went somewhere and I forgot where it was now. Oh yeah, the punchline. Yeah, no, I always forget those. No, I made my super cool purple and pink manly Star Trek shirt because I'm a big Star Trek fan. I don't know. Yeah, really? I know, right? But it doesn't come up much in conversation unless I have a microphone. But I was out to drinks with a friend of mine and a girl that he's sweet on, because it's the 40s and we say sweet on. And for some reason the term space Germans came up in the conversation. And my friend goes, space Germans? What, you mean like Klingons? And I went, no, Klingons are more like space Vikings. I mean, considering they're obsessed with honor and dying honorably in battle, and if they do die honorably in battle, they go to Skovacor, which is a whole lot like Sovngarde, but no, that's where the Nords go in Skyrim. It's a video game. I'm thinking about Howler. And, you know, their greeting isn't goodbye, they say kapla, which means either victory or success, depending on which, you know, Klingon to English dictionary you use. We all have our favorites. Now, I guess the Cardassians, not the Kardashians, they're just space sluts. The Cardassians, well, no, they're more like space Russians, what with the occupation of Bajor and the whole thing with the Crimea. No, the Romulans. The Romulans are space Germans because they're, you know, they supposedly have a civilian government, but they're secretly run by the Tal Shiar, which is a whole lot like the SS during the reign of Hitler. And then I looked down and realized they had both left the table. And I was just talking to myself and the ghost of Gene Roddenberry for 5 minutes. And even he was just upset with my life choices. Like, dude, I've seen your Netflix queue. What's wrong with you? How have you watched Deep Space Nine 4 times through? That's what you do. I just moved in with my girlfriend, and I don't want to leave now, because before that I lived with my parents. And when you live with your parents and you're 26, you're basically homeless. Like, you can't bring people home or have parties. You treat your house kind of like a truck stop, you know? You stop in every once in a while, take a shower, eat a microwave burrito, and masturbate very quietly. And then you cry yourself to sleep. But now I don't want to leave because I have my own place. So I just sit around and watch Netflix. Like we all do, I suppose. But the problem is, you're sitting around and you're just, you know, you promised yourself you're not going to cheat on this girl, so you're just sitting around watching Netflix getting fat because you still kind of hate her. You got to get back at her somehow. And that was funny in my head, don't worry. You put it on the Xbox, and then every like 5 episodes, that thing pops up that reminds you you're a loser. Just, are you still watching Star Trek: The Next Generation? That's not how you read it. Read it. Are you still watching Star Trek: The Next Generation?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, Microsoft product. Let's not talk about life choices here. You remember the Zune? Yeah, no one else does either. Let's not talk about choices. But that's my time. I've been David Michaels. Good night, Mojo.